You would pretty much expect the Enchantress to go, so if Chuan expects that again, he can also just wrap around from the bottom side. He's still going to have to deal with the Fissure.
Uh-oh, this could be trouble bottom. They've got a Sentry ready for Dread. He doesn't have mana for the Burrow Strike, and Faith will take him down. That's the first blood, but the second blood goes the other way. HR claims one for their own, but then they lose their prized Shadow Fiend mid. Make it a 2-for-1, end of first blood. Now sweeps around towards mid. He's up on the high ground. He's going to find goddamn only level 2, though. I don't know if he really has the firepower to bring him down. He's going to try for it. Even eating the Tango, if he can cog him in, this might be a kill. Goddamn trap. Going for the Fissure, but he can't cast it. Battery Assault going to wear off soon, though. Breathe Fire, not enough. I'm not actually sure if it hit him there. The Fissure coming in, and now the turn. Luo gets poked down. HR, we're ready. And Luo ends up dropping. Did force out the 3-hero, actually 4-hero rotation, but it looks like there will be a jump in. They found the Clockwork. Maledict was there. They toss out the Lance. It's not enough to get the kill, though. At least not yet. Another Lance following up, and that last Maledict tick barely able to grab him in the
heroes there. Instead, IG sends 3 with a wraparound from the Clockwork. So HR are going to have to think a little bit more ahead.
They were ready again. This time it's for Dread, who gets dusted, immediately lifted, dropped, and dealt with. And now all of a sudden, IG are 5-manning. They don't really have any huge items for this, just the creeps. They do, of course, have the Rubik, who may go for an early value point in that aura as they press forward again. Cast Maledict comes out. They wanted to make a move on Burning. They didn't get the second bounce, though. Now he runs the other direction. Fissure's there, almost protecting him. He'll get almost kill. Not quite, though. Armen ends up juking out. Is he actually going to live after all that? They can't finish him. However, they might find Affinija. Stuns there. Follow-up comes through from Chuan and Faith. Everybody working together, but he turns with the raises. There's one. There's the second. Oh, he misses it. They get the kill anyway. HR take down 2 cores. They even want Chuan here. Affinija walking up on him. The 8-minute rune's going to spawn. Maybe he gets something nice as Chuan will heal and try to run. And while that was all happening, they also lost Faith. 3 heroes down in the blink of an eye, and scary time to be trying to hold your tower. He could get a big hook if he wants to jump in now. Off in the tree line. Fissure comes out. It connects on 2. Burrow Strike off the mark, though. This may be the opening. Just waiting in the wings as Luo hooks in onto Gories. Insta-cancel on that attempted death ward. He may die, but he set up the rest of the team for a potential bigger fight. Gories low. Tower falls, and now chase on deep. There's the call down. Just clips Dread. Finds Affinija as well. Bernie with a double, and now they want Armen. He's got no way out of here. No escape spells available. They're going to slow him down, run him down. 4 fall for HR, including the Sand King. That will be a delayed blink. More gold into IG's pockets as they continue to barrel down the top lane. They might even...
So I think it's worth it.
So like 2-4 and then max the null field probably.
I mean, Gyrocopter, it depends on whether or not he wants to get a BKB because he's going to be the one up in front. Dragonite looks like he is going for a BKB.
Speaking of that, Gyrocopter worms his way into the trees and gets caught. Dread finds it with the Burrow. Now follows up with the Sandstorm. There's the call down. Burning may look to turn this around. Maledict coming through. Death Ward's there. They get 1. They finally lose Burning. 430 cleans up, though. He says, thanks for the free kills, man. Good decision there by Burning. Didn't try to just run away. Turns, fights, and that's thanks to having the tier 1. If the tier 1's not... I think that got removed like 3 years ago. And it's back now, so too is 430. Finds the stun after the auto attack on Affinija. Then the quick hook in. Fissure can't really do a whole lot as Affinija will helplessly once again be the victim.
Or a fighting build, either Yasha or Diffusal, just because of how the way the game's progressing. And they stand to lose Roshan and then a T3 tower very soon if he goes for a farming build.
Good Death Ward. 430 still tanking this whole entire thing. They toss Gories back. They steal the Death Ward. It's enough to get the kill, and they might get a little more out of this one. They pull in Armen. He had no escape spells left. 3 down, including that Shadow Fiend from earlier. And more importantly, Ben, they are not split pushing. But there's a glimmer of hope now. They show the Shadow Fiend mid, but this time it's like, come on, guys, you took the bait twice. This time it will be bait, but nobody's coming.
Pretty difficult because Ferrari has... Oh, he's going to...
But he's going to reveal it. He might get caught out here, though. Blink Burrow starts it off. Raze is coming through. There's the Fissure. Call down is going to hit on quite a couple of heroes. Burning gets off a full call down on everyone. 4 down. Looking for Dread. Do they have detection? They might be able to stomp him. He burrows. Tries to run to the south, and now the clock hook available. It's a swing and a miss from Luo. Dread retreating out. Still ends up being a 1-for-3, and, well... They killed the Dragonite then, but the Gyrocopter
was
ready.
For it. They expected it.
Waiting for that hook shot, but not going to go for one. Burning also going in. He just wants to walk up. He's going to go straight into Goritz here. Tanks the Requiem off the bat. Now takes a Maledict as well. Fissure comes to prevent Chuan from helping him. And Burning just runs into the death ward, but he does have the Aegis. Comes back for round 2 now. Hook shots there from Luo. Isolates half an inch of that blade mail doing work, but the counter initiating. Echo with the Epi. Is it good enough? They've only gotten a Rubik out of this fight. 430 just running back and forth, almost in circles while he lets Chuan do the heavy hitting. Burning now rejoins the fight. Gem hits the deck, trapped on top of the Fissure. Maledict still bouncing through. Breathe Fire narrowly missing, and Araman barely escapes with his life, but in the trees, it's Goritz caught out and also barely escapes. Almost a 5-man wipe, but they end up saving 2.
I'm not exactly spamming out the lanes.
They want that 1 extra kill, and Luo's looking for it. He finds Araman already. He tried to jump himself out of here with the Doppelganger being chased down by Blade Mail, but here comes the counter initiation Faith. Jumping forward, gets up the lift on Araman, pulls him down into the call down where IHR have clumped up in a bad way. Appa Ninja getting run over now. Goritz will fall, so too will Appa Ninja. It's 4 dead. They're looking for the last man. It's goddamn who TPs himself to freedom. They bought back on their Witch Doctor, and 430, well, just takes the Super Medallion, starts hitting a tower with backdoor regen, because why the hell not?
IG's vision.
Good answers for the BKBs. The Death Ward always gets canceled. The PL just doesn't do much damage in general, but they are going to try to find an opening now. Onto Burning they go, but 430's there to interrupt it. Will he get off this BKB in time? Call down deployed. Maledict coming onto Burning. Doesn't matter. He just turns and kills all 3. Finally, he'll go to the grave, but he's fed quite a bit of gold before doing so. I'm not sure if the BKB was cooling down or if
it was
opted not.
It was like 10 seconds left on it, and at the same time, he did spend a. They're just hoping for them to make a mistake.
Well played, Ben. Well played. Keep your composure under pressure as Dread looks for the Epi, and Junsup just kind of walking around in circles here, barely tickles Luo, and only at the end, now Faith steals the burrow. That's onto a much better counter initiation coming out from an impressive Rubik this game. Cask will bounce, but minimal avail as they run down Appa Ninja, and now Faith just continues to do work. Goritz on the run, 3 dead. Also in pursuit is Chuan. He wants to help clean this one up. 4 heroes surround and beat down Goritz. And
I actually think I know why IG Pandrid Gyro is 18,000. So he is like 2.5 times his net worth. And you're already finding an underhanded matchup, which means you need items to compensate. So he needs to be like maybe like a 4-to-3 ratio for PL to Gyro.
There's
to
a
win,
hook.
but
Finds Goritz again. They try to leave the base. The Glimmer Cape used. He tries to take through this, but it ain't going to save you from the Blade Mail. And eventually, they just brain him down. Nicely done.
This is just brutal. The Burning that he can force step him away from the Epi, but not.
They use it with the Echo. Follow-up Fissure also catches Chuan, but Burning takes through it. BKB turns to fight the call down. Finally, the first airball call down of the game, but it won't really matter as HR get driven back and overrun regardless. Looking for follow-up here, and they might just dive them even further. Dread with the burrow on 2. He'll fall, and that's 3. The defensive zoning Requiem not getting much done. Appa Ninja will be next, and there's the GG. HR get absolutely thrashed here by IG.
The support positioning was just way too good. Faith was sitting behind ready for fourth stab. Chuan was sitting right behind with a Glimmer Cape and a Solar Crest, as well as Nature's Attendants to help out Burning if he's in a pinch. So, I mean, the support play from IG was simply phenomenal that game.
Dominant performance, really. And they started off the draft with an interesting adjustment.